Have you ever been scrolling the game store and seen the game Idle Slayer and wondered, I wonder what that is? Well, I'm going to show you what it is. And as the title said, this is Idle Slayer. It is in the idle type of games and or clicker game, I suppose. And I should start this off by saying I have almost an addiction to these kinds of games. Why? I like seeing the big numbers. That's one. It's not the most engaging type of games. I mean, idle games usually aren't. But they're just satisfying to watch everything grow. It's just fun to have run the background log in every once in a while and be like, oh look, I've grown, I've gained a lot of coins. But this is a game where you're just a little guy here. You run, you kill enemies as you see, you collect coins. You get the coins, you buy upgrades. Now keep in mind, I've played this game quite a bit, so you will not, start off as fast as this. I've besieged quite a few times. And this is just to give you an idea of how it can start off. Purposely, it's called ascending in this game. Besieging, basically restarting over. But with bonuses. Show you what it is. Keep in mind you do not start in this location, you start in a location called the Hills. As you'll see from the pictures on the game, that location. I just like this location because of the music, and I also just ended up here the last time I changed locations, which can be every 4 hours, 8 hours, depending on how far your levels and upgrading the portal is. But, little guy, you run, you unlock boosts, you unlock a bow, you unlock many, many different things the more you play the game. You can ascend after killing. Start with thing at a time. The currency in the game is coins. Collect those from these or killing enemies, or passively from all the things here. There's also souls. Souls are obtained from killing the enemies, such as these bats. And coins are used to buy all the upgrades. Upgrades are unlocking more from having more gold. There's also quests you can unlock later on to unlock more kinds of upgrades from beating certain requirements. And this is the gem of the game that you'd have to buy, unless there's a way of obtaining it later on through something. I'm not entirely sure, because I haven't made it that far, but there is an in-game currency you can buy. Don't have to, though. And then the souls are used for ascension. Every time you ascend, you restart all of your upgrades, but as you can see here, you will get a buff to how much gold and stuff you've obtained from the souls you've collected. Souls can be used to buy a whole bunch of upgrades, and mind you, these upgrades can get very expensive. I'm not there yet. Those are little mission things for little guys you can send out later on. They get a lot better, and they can cost souls, but give you more souls in return after every hour, or every few hours. I think later ones take 24 hours, but for an idle game, I've been enjoying this one quite a bit because the music's nice, and again, I just like idle games because it's nice to log in every once in a while. These are mystery boxes. You unlock them after a certain point, you hit them, something happens. This is a random one that has 2 mystery boxes. If I can get closer to it. I got both things. Mystery boxes can give a lot of different things, as you can see. They can give you hordes to make a lot of enemies. They can give you massive amounts of gold, and they can give you more soul multipliers or coin multipliers. And there's a lot more other things I think that can be unlocked out of them later on. But I need to level these things up to get more gold. And I am picky because I want everything to be even. It's not required, I just like it because all of your equipment change appearance after every 50 levels. As you'll see after I even this out, because it'll bother me if I don't. At 50, the sword will go from that, and then you can upgrade it. Change the appearance. That happens with all of them. It's every 50 levels. Whenever you upgrade the thing 50 times, it unlocks a 17 souls, that's a really good one. Not very good because I'm early on right now and I have to get built back up. This is also not the best map to get souls I've found. There's one I think called the Haunted Castle. I just went past 50, it's gonna bother me. That one seems to give a lot of gold and a lot of souls. I have a bow, by the way, you can use whenever you jump. Or you upgrade the bow item here, you can unlock faster shooting. This is all the equipment that I know of, and then later on you can get this upgrade, which gives you a glove, and the glove is worth even more by a quite substantial amount. There's probably more equipment, there may not be. I just haven't made it far enough to see if there is further equipment than just those gloves after this necklace. But I have music here. I can't get it to 100. I level everything up to 50 because I like it all being even. And I can just upgrade it 50 because every time you upgrade 50, as I said, it doubles, I believe, the gold outcome of it. Which is not very useful for early on things, but it's good to do these because a lot of things scale through achievements you've unlocked or amount of upgrades you've put in. I just bought 48 of them, jeez. I get to 100. Right there. Frenzy's nice, but it's not the best at certain points, because, like, where I am in the game, as most idle games or clicker games, I've gotten to the grindy part that, like, I'll get to the same point every time, and I'm not gonna get heavily further. I'll gain a lot of souls, and I'll prestige, and I'll get bigger buffs, and eventually I can get past that wall, so to speak. Though I still enjoy the game, even though I've kind of reached that wall right now, or that block, until I can get past it to unlock a lot of the more crazy stuff. Yes, I mean, if you're not into idle games, you won't like this kind of thing, or clicker games. If you do, though, you'll probably enjoy this one. This one's decently engaging, because you can let it just idle in the background, and you'll come back and gain a lot of gold. And there's no ads in this game, by the way, except for after you come back after a few hours. 9 times points per second, that's really good. The only ads you'll obtain is doubling the idle income you've gotten, or you can upgrade the boxes to a silver one from watching ads, that you get 4 of them later on. I think you can upgrade to get more. That give you, like, double the better kinds of rewards instead of, like, the 9 times coins per second that I just got. I would have gotten an 18, and I think that can get even a lot higher. Because as with all kinds of idle games and clicker games, the numbers just get huge. They get beyond reasoning. I don't even know what SP fully means. Maybe subtilling. But I've been enjoying this one. It's a nice little game to just kind of have in the background, log in. Or just actively play, because, like, most idle games usually you just don't do anything. This one, you do seem to benefit more from actively playing it, like collecting those boxes, collecting the coins, killing the enemies. And even though the game is as simple as tap the screen, your guy jumps. Or double tap later on, you can get a bow, or make a sprint. Sprinting is good for me, by the way, because you get more coins and souls whenever you're sprinting. So yes, it's like active, and I do kind of enjoy that. Because most idle games will just kind of sit there doing nothing, unless you're playing a clicker game, and then you can actively touch the screen a lot, but even then, most clicker games kind of just become an idle game, and you don't really tap the screen anymore, you just let it idle and collect over time from the coins per second, or currency per second. Oh, I like the glove, I did not realize how much gold I got. Wow, I did not realize how much gold. Glove is a very big increase. Like, the necklace was kind of where the last wall was, but then once I got to unlocking the glove is where you kind of just get past that wall and you can go even further. Even further beyond, if you would. I guess I'm just referencing Dragon Ball Z. That was awful. I'm not as far as I thought I was. Yeah, I want to say where I usually cap off on the wall that I'm talking about, it's like around the beta worm level. Like, I can buy that, I want to say. Which upgrades the little worm enemies into a different one that those worms there. into a better version that's worth more souls. I just almost jumped over that. Buy more gloves. I can buy a lot more gloves. I'm losing track of how much gold I'm grabbing, because... Actually, I'm realizing I've just got to these glove marker pretty quick. Usually it takes a minute. Sometimes I'll let it idle when I get to the necklace level 100, give or take, and I'll just kind of let it idle for a little bit, and then I'll get the glove. But I was able to get it within the time of the recording, although this recording is 10 minutes long, and that's a decent amount of time to be tapping the screen, jumping around, gathering things actively. Gold farming seems to be better. Idling, but soul gathering is better, at least for me, actively doing it, especially if you get those boxes and you get the soul multipliers, and then if you go to the Haunted Castle and unlock a little double guy there. He's worth a lot of souls when you kill him. Time-added frenzy, I didn't even know that could happen. I guess I just got a double frenzy, and that means it's going to be even longer. That's definitely longer. Wow, I just got a lot of coin things. That is much longer. Wow, I have not had that happen before, of getting double frenzy. That key chest is an interesting one. Like, along with those boxes, there's a key one that I've gotten to play with that you can earn a lot from it, but it is entirely chance. Wow, this frenzy is still going. What the hell? Okay, now it just ended. I just got a lot of really good stuff out of that. A lot of coin-related things. This is why actively playing the game usually can get you more better, because collecting those boxes make a big difference. And then especially if you idle for a bit and then you come back and you can watch an ad for those 4 silver boxes. If you get like times 30 souls or like times 28 coins per second or something like that, it does a lot. Wow, I keep getting those. I've always heard the term streamer luck or recording luck. I seem to be getting it, because I have not had that happen, that I've gotten so many of those at the same time, or back to back, that I've extended the time so long. Which is great for content. I need to upgrade this more. I'm bothered that I'm doing it by ones. I want to say... yeah, the furthest upgrade I can get is the glove, the golden glove one. I rarely get it past 50. It doesn't really do much useful things after that. At least for me, I need to... oops. This game can be played vertically, by the way, I would demonstrate, but I feel like that is going to entirely mess up the way the recording is working. Switching my phone from vertical to horizontal. Or horizontal to vertical, excuse me. You can play it, although I would recommend playing it horizontal, because you can see along this path. You can't see where I'm pointing, but this track you can see it better, because if it's vertical it's much smaller and you can't see what's coming up as easily, and it's very easy to like accidentally jump over those special boxes, and that sucks when that happens. Like, thankfully whenever I ascended and got enough souls, I was able to get I think it's that one. Yeah, the boxes kind of stay over your head for a little bit. The souls is the part that like takes the longest, I would say, because it gets really expensive. Like, that's 950. Like, if you get the big boxes and you kill a lot of crazy things, yeah, you can get a lot of souls quickly, ish. But like, from where I'm sitting, trying to afford something like even 5,000 is pretty expensive, but like these late game ones of like 2.5 million. It seems pretty crazy to get there. But my frames dropped for a second, at least I feel like they did. I mean, this game is just this. I mean, it's what idle games are, or clicker games. Well, clicker games just kind of become an idle game because you don't really actively touch the screen. This one you can, and that's why I like it. I've already said that, but I'm going to restate my thing. Oh, that's another box. I can demonstrate that during this video. There is a purple box, the one that happens. Now, this gets a little tricky. It's a bonus stage. Bonus stages can give you a lot, and there's also a unique type of enemy I need to kill for a quest in here. This is a whole entire different kind of game. This one is just run and jump and don't fall in a hole, basically. And I've only been able to get to a certain point. You can collect those within the time, or you don't get to progress in a stage. If you fall in a hole, you lose time. Oh, 9 coins per second actually saved through into here in a further timer. I didn't notice that could happen. I've been able to get to I think stage 4, and I can rarely get past it, because as you'll see, this progressively gets faster and faster and faster. And the jumps start getting a little bit more tricky to land. Like, this is still fine, I can, do this. It took me a minute to figure out how to deal with this one. Frame rate is not liking this, I'm sorry. Oops, that sucks. Should be good though. Yeah, I'm good. So this is stage 2 of it. So you get to kill a unique type of enemy. These are called Soul Goblins, those little green dudes. I need to kill them so I can do the quest. So stage 3, I can do this one. I think it's stage 4. Yeah, this is where it gets a little more annoying to deal with, because I don't know what the most efficient thing is to do here. I just messed it up entirely. It's like that thing, because like I want to grab all these, but I'm like, I don't know how to. Oops, I'm gonna fail this. Yeah. You can watch an ad, yeah, completely failed that. Almost at it. You can watch an ad to continue it and have another try. I'm not going to do that though, because I don't want to bombard you with ads that aren't good. Wow, that was a lot of upgrades. But, I mean, this is just the game. I could, ascend again, you'd get a little bit of soul bonus, and get higher coins per second. I do not have enough souls nearly though to afford anything worth of value. But with that, because this is going on plenty of time, give you a good little demonstration. This was AutoClicker, and thank you all for watching.